So you're looking to hang things on the wall and not damage the wall if you decide that you want to take them down. Usually, especially acoustic foam, it's kind of hard to attach on the wall without damaging it in a lot of cases because not a lot of things actually sticks on foam. Also, acoustic panels, they're a little bit heavier, so usually you have to drill a hole in the wall, and even picture frames and whatnot. Usually when you have to hang those, you are making holes in the wall, but there is a certain type of item that you can buy that can hang these on the wall and they actually work. Those are command strips and they're not all the same. There's only one that I found that works really good, especially for acoustic panels and also acoustic foam, but they are a little bit, how should I say, overkill for acoustic foam. But it's really the adhesive behind this particular type of command strip. They're really small command strip just to hang a piece of paper on the wall. They don't really work well with this because the adhesive doesn't adhere to the foam. And also something like an acoustic panel, it just won't work because they're too heavy. So the one that I like is the command strip. It's for 16 pounds and they're really specifically made to hang picture frames, but they can hold up to 16 pounds, which is 7.2 kilograms, so they can hold an acoustic panel quite easily. What makes these what makes these command strips a lot better is, as I said, the adhesive. Just to show you an example, I stuck this one on one of my previous videos when I was talking about how to make your DIY acoustic foam video right there. I filmed that video probably, I'd say 2 weeks ago, and as you can see, if I wanted to rip the command strip from behind this acoustic foam, I would be ripping while I'd be taking parts of the acoustic foam with it. So they work really well. How these ones work, it's two sides of the command strip that's adhesive. These ones are a little bit different. They're for picture frames, they're meant for weight. And also they're meant for if you want to move stuff around. Two command strips allows you to do that because you only have one self-adhesive part that goes on the item and one self-adhesive part that goes on the wall, and then the other two sections, they clip onto each other. Almost like Velcro. And also you have this little piece right here, so if you didn't really have it at the right spot, you can move it around and adjust it when, of course, you just stuck it on the wall. What I like also about these is for acoustic panels, because acoustic panels, if you want to move them around, switch them around, or especially for something like this, if you want to change colors, then something like this works really well, especially if you live in an apartment where you don't really want to damage the wall. You don't really want to make holes in the wall. This is perfect. And as I said, this doesn't damage the wall, but obviously if you rip it off, it doesn't work very well. As you can see on your screen, I am just peeling off a command strip from the wall, and as you can see, this command strip has only been on the wall for probably 2-3 weeks, but still, it would give it enough time to damage the wall if the adhesive wasn't that good, if it stuck just too much on the paint. But one thing to note, if the paint is really, really thin or really cheap paint, then it might still rip a little bit of the paint off. But if it is an expensive paint, then it just won't rip it off. It'll just, but you don't really want to also rip the command strip off the wall because you'll probably just peel off the paint, because there is a way to do it so you don't damage the wall. One thing to do is to make sure that the surface that you'll be putting the command strip on is clean and dry. One thing that I use to clean it is rubbing alcohol, because a lot of cleaning substances do leave a film on the surface that can basically make the self-adhesive properties of. If you're looking to hang these command strips on an acoustic panels, I wouldn't really want to put the adhesive part on the material itself. I would find a spot where there's bare wood on the back. I have one right here where I left a little bit of bare wood on the back. But the thing is, this is one that I built myself. I have a video right here on the corner of the screen that can show you exactly how to build these. You can basically build 10 of these for the price that it would cost you to buy just one. So it is quite worth it when you want to retrofit, let's say, a big room and you want to have 10 or 12 acoustic panels, then it's actually worth it for you to build them yourself. Just take a day and build them yourself instead of paying upwards of $1,000 to basically buy them. So, but as I said, on this acoustic panel, I'm just basically placing it on bare wood. Because this acoustic panel is a little bit heavier, yes, these command strips are good for around 15 pounds, as I said, but if you still put it on a piece of material, the weight will be a factor in not adhering to it that well. When you're talking about acoustic foam, they're basically weightless, so I wouldn't really worry too much about weight. Now, there are a few tips on why a command strip doesn't really work. Let's say you bought some and you're like, no, this is crap, it doesn't work. Well, I have a little story for you. I have command strips upstairs on a door. They're the types where there's a hook on them, and they're good, I believe, up to 10 pounds, 10 or 15 pounds. And they're to hang just jackets and stuff like that behind a door. Well, the reason why, after hanging 2 jackets on them, which is below, well below the allowable weight of those hooks, it just didn't work. It would just fall off. The reason why the self-adhesive hooks didn't work is because the temperature in which it has to be affixed to has to be between 50 and 105 Fahrenheit, which is between 10 and 40 degrees Celsius. The door that I had, it is a steel door and is attached to it just goes into the garage, and in the winter, the garage gets a little bit cooler, below 10 degrees sometimes, and it being a steel door, the door itself will be below 10 degrees. So the glue behind the command strip didn't really work that well. That's the reason why. If you have that similar problem, that's the reason. Another reason, if you have command strip, let's say in the bathroom, and your bathroom tends to be humid, it has a lot of humidity, the command strips, the self-adhesive, won't work too well if there's a lot of humidity inside a room. So that's another thing to look into. So there you have it. Link below of this very command strip for you to purchase. And also, if you have any other ways on how to affix something on the wall without damaging it, leave a comment below. Let us know. And if I do an update video, I'll make sure to mention you in the video. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to click that like button. It's free, so you can just do that for me. Thank you. Feel free to take a look at many of our other YouTube videos and also some of our articles on our website, soundproofguide.com. Don't forget to click the like button if you enjoyed this video, and also consider subscribing to our channel if you like our content. Also, feel free to leave us a comment below if you have any soundproofing questions of your own. We will certainly try our very best to help you.